Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Glad you are here. Hang on just a second. Let me turn that other light out because we don't need that one back there. Hold on. That's better. Never know. One of these days I'll have a green screen up behind me. That's much better. Yeah, you don't have that glare in the background. Well, I hope you're doing okay today. Today is Tuesday night, the 5th one in January, because we have 5 Tuesdays going on in January. And I'm glad that you could all come today, that you are all here, or going to be here at the moment. I am going to be doing some fun things tonight, like de-kitting, kitting down some rounds. I had way too many that I needed to sort back into its appropriate envelope that I have set aside. And let's see, I had to get all those done. And I have some more. Oh, hi, Julie. Glad you could make it. Glad you're here, hon. I was just saying that I am kitting down a round diamond painting or two, several of them anyway, that I have waited so long to do. And I have some more paint gems, some mini masterpiece paint gems, the mystery ones. I've started doing one of them. I finished one. I can show you some things I finished this week as well. How are you doing, Julie? I hope you are well. Maybe I should have put a sticker or something over this. My husband got me a hard cider for for dinner tonight, and I'm waiting for some of the bubbles to go away. I'm not a bubble person. I keep stopping what? I keep stopping what? It wouldn't be, I don't think it's on my end. Of course, it could be, but I don't have anything else open that would try to come through. Oh. Oh, hi, Dawn. Let me know if you have any problems with seeming to stop and start. Because Julie is having problems with the internet tonight. Maybe it's me. Let me know if it is. My husband got me that. Hey, you're early, West Aussie. How you doing? You'll pop back in a little over for an hour from now once you get home from work. That's fine. Glad you're here. I'll stay up for you. You know I will. I have the book we talked about. At least I brought it down from where I had it stored. You're trying to get your TV to sync. Okay. Well, I don't know if it'll sync, but I usually listen to it on my computer and watch it on my TV on silent, or vice versa. Or I watch it on the TV and just use the computer to type it in. I'm wearing too much white tonight, I think. White and pink. Way too much. Yeah, I'm just going to be kitting down some stuff and working on my mini. Traffic here is absolutely insane. Crazy, crazy. I hope everyone is feeling well. We had a little bit of snow here. It's good now? Okay, good. Yeah, we had some snow here, and it didn't stay very long. It just sort of was a nuisance. People driving home from school, things like that. So, I'd love to know how your weeks have gone. Oh, good. I'm glad it's good for you too, not Julie. Maybe it's because I'm not fussing with it like I did before. I don't know. Good to go. We are good to go. So I'm going to start by kitten down as we talk. Well, oops. See now. There we go. I'm going to point you down further to what I'm doing rather than to me. Oops. Come on now. There we go. So basically, I'm just putting them in little baggies. And I like to put washi tape down first on these little plastic things before I put the sticker on top of it. And that way it peels up very, very easily when I'm ready to de-kit. And I put underneath these, I put a sheet, a dryer sheet, and it cuts down tremendously on the static as I'm doing it. Now I need a tray. Here's one. I had it right here. Okay. Well, I got the job, but I didn't get the job. I got the job, and until this morning, it was sight unseen and everything, and we had a set up and telephone interview, which would have been fine. She decided before the interview that she was going to go with me, but then it's freezing in Wales. Oh my gosh, how late is it in Wales right now? Julie, you must be late at night. You're up crazy late, or you're awake crazy early, one or the other. But then she said I would have to work Sunday mornings, every Sunday morning, 9 to 5. And that doesn't work for me. I can't work until after, hi, Teresa. I can't work until after like 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I try not to work at all on a Sunday, but it happens. You do what you got to do. But it was going to be 3 days a week, and one of them was going to be a Sunday, and I just can't do that for Sunday mornings. So that was the end of that. And my husband said something very poignant. He said, well, maybe you were just meant to go a different direction. And I thought that was really a wise thought. And I really do believe that to be true. I've been having some dreams lately that kind of are leading me back into ministry of some sort. And I really would like to start testing things out more online than I had been, like ministry online. And yep, he was being very wise about that. Every once in a while, husbands can come up with something really good saying. But yeah, I appreciate his input. Your grandmother had Welch in her dawn? I'm still trying to find out what time it is in Wales. I guess I could put that into a program, but I don't want to jump back and forth on it. It makes it very easy to just peel the sticker right off. And when I'm de-kitting, I put it right in the little baggie. And since washi tape does come off sometimes, and I don't want to have a whole mess of little baggies with no taggies, I stick it in here inside the bag and then pour the drills in. Julie wants to know what part of Wales. I'm looking at everybody's avatars that you have on there tonight. I don't believe I took notice of them before. Doing a square with the 10 placer. Oh my gosh, yes, that is hard. I would do a round with the 10 placer, but I'm not sure I would do a square that way. You have to be absolutely perfect with getting them on that, getting them on the pen that way. So what is everybody else working on tonight? Your great-grandfather came here from the Isle of Man? Okay. Hey, Teresa. You did say hey already. So we have Dawn, we have Julie, Ossie's coming back, and Dawn and Teresa. Cool. Oops, there's a stray, a stowaway. Everybody else have a good work week this week? Hey, Marla, glad you could be here. It took me a minute to get in. My internet went out, and I had to reload my password on all my devices. Oh, my gosh. Apparently, I didn't have the TV on since the reset. Oh, that happens. That happens. Hey, Tammy. All right. Marla and Tammy are joining us today. Fantastic. All I'm doing is dekitting right now. I am woefully behind in my dekitting, and I have tons and tons of drills to put back in the boxes. And I'll show you the big boxes I have them in. I think I showed you the squares the other week, but I have the rounds in the same thing. I'm taking out the strays. There we go. Come on. Ugh. What's ugh? You don't like to dekit. I don't really like to dekit either. I'd rather kit up. It's much more fun. Much more anticipatory. Yeah. And I was just saying, I almost had the job. I had it without, like, set unseen, without an interview. I had the job until she's told me I would have to work Sunday mornings. And that, I'm afraid, doesn't work out with my schedule. And it was just not flexible from there. So, but like I said to them, my husband was very wise in saying, well, maybe you're just meant to go down a different path. Marla says she's been working on the Be the Hero diamond painting, trying to get finished before midnight. It won't be complete, but it's about 93% finished. Fantastic. Well, we'll root for you to get done. Glad you decided to join us while you were doing it. Teresa says she only saves DAC drills. Put the others in a jar, and I'm trying to find someone to take them. Yeah, I don't put them in a jar. I use them. I'm going to use them on my own style of paintings. There will be one day when I get rid of a lot of them, and it may be just pouring them into ornaments or gluing them onto other things. I want to show you some of the wood things that I got at the dollar store the past several weeks, and I'm going to paint them up and put drills on them. I'll show you. I have a Diamond Art Club sneak peek for this week coming up on Friday by Friday noon. Oh, I love Dollar Tree too, don't you? Welsh people are friendly and quiet, as in shy, and until they get to know people. Yeah, I know, Teresa. It's beautiful. It doesn't have any of those super special diamonds in it, but it does have ABs, and it's beautiful. I just taped it today. I'm going to put it up on Friday. Marla says, I'm giving the finished diamond painting to my brother. He's a nurse. That's fantastic. I think the one I got from Diamond Art Club for the you're not quiet. You're from Wales, but you're not quiet. Well, you probably have more than Welsh blood in you then. Now, us Dutchies are pretty quiet too until we get to know you. And when you're in, then you can't shut us up. We can be very opinionated people. It's Pennsylvania Dutch. Deutsche, actually. But, here we go. It takes a little extra time to put it together this way, but English, German, Swiss, Irish, Welsh. Well, Heinz 57. That's what we all are, actually, aren't we? If we go back to the DNA, that's what we all are, fortunately. Whoops. Yep. Teresa, I didn't get you your diamond dots to DMC color code picture numbers done yet, but I will this week. I do not have the new toner for my printer. I have to print them out before I can take a picture of them, and as soon as I get that done, I'll do it for you. You ordered a whole bunch of special diamond paintings from Temu. I got my order and was really impressed. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Irish relate to Welsh. The English are not. Okay. Some are related to some. Doesn't Welsh have a difference in their language that is hard to pick up? Did I get the email you sent me? Hey, Tammy. Did I get the email you sent me? I got several this week, and I wasn't sure which one you're referring to. Was it Teresa or Tammy? I keep forgetting which one of you wanted the diamond dot conversion chart. Or both. Don't like stuffy English and history if the Irish. Oh, well, potato famine, yeah. Teresa, I thought so. Okay. The event. Oh, the Palatine. Is that what you mean? I'm thinking about that. I just have to find out where. You already have a copy, Tammy. Okay, then it is for Teresa. Event dates. I did find a list of the event dates, but I copied it in November, so some things may have changed since then. And I didn't check my Workbasket email today, anyway. So I have to figure that out. I only kitted up my sweet gnome from Bella Safina. You sent it today? Okay, then I haven't got it yet. What's potato famine? A lot of people came to the Americas or left their country of origin because of famine, as well as political unrest and religious persecution. The potato famine is really well known in Ireland for kind of just what it sounds. Potatoes were their staple, just like rice is in some places, or wheat or corn is in other places. Potatoes were their staple. And potato famine meant that nobody was eating anything and loads of people starving. And it was, I don't know the years. If anybody knows the years, that would be helpful. It was not in the last 200 years, maybe. A YouTube video on DP events. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. I guess I'm not a big enough channel to have somebody from those events like tag me in something so that I'd know when it was going on. Your aunt talked about the famine? Well, there may have been more than one, but yeah. Many, many, many people migrated to America because of famines and political unrest. The German part of my family came over in the 1600s, and they came because of religious persecution. And the Schwarzwald Deutsche, Pennsylvania Deutsches, they came from, I think, southern Germany, the Schwarzwald. And they came because of political, there it is, 1845 to 1852. It was huge. I'm surprised that, I guess they don't really go over European history too much in school anymore. But it was huge. Many people emigrated because of that. And it went on for quite a number of years after that, too. Okay, do you remember the nursery rhyme? Ring around a rosy, pocket full of posies. The next line, what is it? Is it ashes, ashes? Is it at two, we all fall down? Or is it something else that you've heard? Ring around a rosy, a pocket full of posy. Word, word, we all fall down. What have you heard it as? Because it was supposed to be about the plague. Ashes? Tammy thinks it's ashes. Dawn thinks it's ashes. My husband thought it was ashes too. But he was watching Ashes. Hey, Miss Liz, there you are. Welcome, welcome. We were watching okay, in America on Thursday nights, there's a show called Ghosts, and it's pretty funny. And it originated apparently in England. It was on the BBC, and on HBO Max, they have the original Ghosts. And there's this one little plague girl that shows up, at least in the first the first opening premiere, and she stands in the doorway and she doesn't say ashes, ashes. She says something like achoo, achoo. And that's always what I thought it was, but everybody else is saying ashes, so I was the one wrong. But yet, well, I know, boo ghosts, but it's a funny program. It's just funny. It's meant to be tongue-in-cheek. It's not meant to be, it's not like a ghost hunting thing or anything. It's just what would happen if this young couple inherits an old broken down house and they turn it into a bed and breakfast, only she has an accident on the first day, either falling down the steps or something, and she gets to see the ghosts that are in the building. You record it, Dawn? I think it's hilarious. I do. Especially when the big old Viking is trying to talk to his Viking son across, they can't get to each other across the property, so they're in the house and they yell at each other between the houses, and it's hilarious. You love Zach Baggins. It's not Ghost Adventures. Yeah, he's kind of funny. He's kind of out there. I don't always agree with what he comes out with, I have to say. I don't watch him that often anymore. I used to once in a while, just out of curiosity. Yeah, he's American. He has um, a place in Vegas on the Strip, I think. A haunted museum or some such thing he's got on the Strip. Making Ghost Adventures. Love watching it. Yeah. I used to like him. He goes a little out of the way. I mean, he goes a little overboard sometimes with his conclusions, I think. Like 2 plus 2 still doesn't equal 5 sometimes. But he gets everybody's juices flowing, that's for sure. He's cute too. I have to say that. There's a couple other ones I like instead. I used to watch the one with Ozzy Osbourne's son. Hey, come on. I dropped something here. Where did it go? Here it is. And I used to watch the one, oh, what was it? It's about the two of them. And they really research the history of the town and things like that. Lots of loose stones. Fortunately, no. Fortunately, they didn't go absolutely everywhere. I unboxed some today that are going to be coming up in the next 2 weeks, I think, that are absolutely gorgeous. One's a company out of Florida. And I got one square and one round from them. So I'm hoping that I can work on those soon too, so I can tell you how that company is coming out. They are legally licensed, and they're moderate to high priced. I would say more moderate, which I really love. And let's see. I've got all the glues. Who's going quiet? Me? Oh, everybody else. Maybe we, oh, I hate to say it, scared them away with our ghost talk. Boo, 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 boo. We'll be off of the ghost talk now. I don't watch it much anymore. What else do I have coming up? I have the one on sealers that I've started. Different kinds of diamond painting sealers. I'm going to do a different kinds of framing. And the one I got today also, I think I'm going to make for my cousin. She and I don't exchange gifts, but it's exactly what she would appreciate. I want to show you this little guy. I got this little guy done this week. He's a green sparkly thing. I got it from... Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for the Bella Safinas. I'm going to do the Gnome Sweet Gnome for February. Did anyone say the community of Dreamer Design, they're coming out with a diamond painting with 90 colors? I want it. I don't even know what it is yet. 10 placing takes a lot of effort. Yes, I imagine it does. This thing is so cute. It is a keychain. It didn't take more than an hour to do. It's all one color. Very, very shiny gems. And there's a little battery underneath it, and when I flip the switch, isn't it neat? It's so cool. It flashes different colors and then it flashes fast. It's just adorable. I think I'm freaking out my camera. I think it was a diamond painting factory or something like that. But it's so adorable. His little face. I can't give this one away yet. I just can't. And I'm working on the mini masterpieces. I was trying to get a whole lot done. I realized I did not finish one from Christmas. I found that in my bag. I got that finished. And this is the first one of the mystery paintings. There are 3 masters, so to speak. That's one of them. You have too many large ones already, Liz. It'll take me forever to get done. I know. But it's really in the journey, not the destination. That's the key, right? We love getting there. We love diamond painting, or we wouldn't do them all. It's not just about the big picture at the end. But it is satisfying to get one finished for sure. And I got the mirrors done. I got the 2 other bookmarks. I've gotten a set of butterfly keychains finished. Oh, I want to show you. You're going to want to see this. Probably both of them. I'm eager to see what you think. I did a mix of colors in the blue. You can't even tell. And a mix of colors in with the green. That chartreuse that we had from last week. Yeah, Liz, right now I am drawn to budget friendly too, but I wanted to get a few really good ones for the site that I can work on in challenges coming up. And this was all with leftover diamonds. So I'm looking forward to doing more. I watched those 3 online that you guys sent me the link to, of how she does her own diamond paintings, from printing it on a clear, transparent type thing and making it sticky. Which budget-friendly companies I like best so far? Well, I have had good results with Diamond Painting Factory. I'll have to get my list out. I ordered a whole lot from Fan Cells at one time, but I don't like the squares. Do we need for specials or squares or rounds, or does it matter? I'll have to put in a list. I'll make a video with the stuff that I got done, and I'll put a list in with that one. Budget-friendly companies. Rounds or specials. Okay. I can look for those for you. Maybe I even have them in my paperwork. Guess what else I got done? I got done the Curator of Extensive Sparkly Diamond Painting Collection. I am not the hoarder. I love the silver and the gold in this. I love that. Talk about sparkly. This one just shines. Shines like crazy. I really like this way this came out. Okay, let me look in my book where I have the completed paintings and see if I can recommend a few. Yeah, you need to do it, Miss Liz. It's absolutely fantastic. It is a square, but it is so much fun. The variations in the shades of color in here, and then there's pops of sparkle, and then the ABs. My gosh. I'll have to uh, link my video on how to like 20 hints or so on doing diamond AB diamonds and stuff like that. I hope they restock too, Teresa. It's one everybody should have if they like square. Now, the 4 I got from Diamond Painting Deutschland that came in, and they're all double-sided tape, so there's no sense in really opening it up and looking at it, because with me, if I unroll it and it starts to roll itself back up, it's going to get all stuck together, and I don't trust it. But I got these ones. I got Crystal of Enchantment. She's so beautiful. I got Call of the Sea. Yes, that really has upped the game. I didn't see Maritza from Kiss My Crafts as she is doing the Electro Diamonds. No, but I have a feeling that kind of them, a few of them were the gold or the silver in that last one. I'll have to look at that. The other 2 from Deutschland I got were, let's see, Joie de Vie, the Joy of Life. I think that's what that means. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Joie de Vie. And Fly Me to the Moon. Those are the 4 I got in. And let's see. Which notebook do I have that information in? I'm not sure. Okay, not those. This one maybe. Come on over here. It's different categories. That's last year's. That's not the one I want. These are all the current ones that I have. Not the finished ones. One order, ready to kit out. Copies. It's got to be the last one here. Isn't it always the last place you look? That's such a dumb saying, isn't it? And there it goes. Yep, these are the finished ones. Company evaluations. Let me see. Okay. Those 2 are no, so I'm not going to recommend those. That's a no. That's a no. That's an iffy. You are best deals. Your letter U are letters U are best deals. They're consistently an 8, 9, or 10, and they do have crystal in it. So that's one. You are best deals is a good one. Let me see what other companies I have. did get some specials from them. I didn't do it right now. Oh, from Temu. Yeah, I'd love to see Temu. I'd love to see what you got from Temu when you get them in. They're not too bad on getting it to you as well. I didn't rate them yet in the beginning when I finished them. I've had trouble with their squares and trouble with their squares. Diamond Art House. Customer service, excellent. Okay. Good. 8, 9, 10. Diamond Art House. So that's one. I've had some luck with Shimmer Stitch. I don't have that many done from them yet, but Shimmer Stitch is an okay one. Oh yeah, DIY Home Ever. I'll have to put a little list together for you. And I did say I'm going to get that up. That, what you call it? Excel spreadsheet up. No. I've deleted so many newsletters now off of my... I have a lot from fan sales, and they do a decent amount of business. Okay, no, they were bad drills. I gave that one away. More fan sales, 8s and 10s from them. Mostly all 8s and 10s, lots of specials. Lots of weird stuff from them. You used to love Shimmer Stitch. I used to get the monthly kit club for $25. All right. Yeah, they're not bad. You can see I got a lot done, but they're in no particular order in here, especially not from the beginning. Yep, that's another good Shimmer Stitch. Some of them I got done just out of sheer will of getting it finished. Know what I mean? A lot of popping in that one. No. I don't like fan sales partials. Apparently, I don't like fan sales partials. There's another good one from You Are Best Deals. I gave that one to my granddaughter. That one came out good. Sunflower I liked. Did I really get these done? Oh, wow. Nope, there were 2 colors missing in that one. Not going to recommend that one. You have to watch with fan sales, though. I see them stealing some work from some artists. So you have to be careful with them. It was kind of cool. You created a wish list, and they chose off the wish list and sent it to you. I never had any trouble with any of the diamond paintings, square or round. Oh, that's great. That's really good to know. I didn't do that with Shimmer Stitch. I tried to do that with the other one. Not Pretty Neat Creative. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. Paint with Diamonds. And they kept sending me the same ones over and over again, which they didn't quite seem to understand, that I didn't want the same ones over and over again. Those seem to be the ones that I've done a lot of. Some of them aren't even companies anymore, which is fine. Another good You Are Best Deals. Yep, another good one. Color Relaxation, I don't like their drills. So those are my best suggestions at the moment until I get that done. There's a few that are mediocre, but why buy mediocre if you're going to? If you're going to try. Put a question mark on that one. Some of them, I wonder too, if they go out of business as one name and then pop up as a different name. Because they come out sometimes with the same exact stuff, the same exact store front looking thing. They come in the same packaging. And oh, Peggy Buy is another one. It's a good one. Peggy Buy. That one I recommend as well. Yeah. Diamond Paintings Galore. I got some of this other ones. Paint Gems I had gotten a bunch from. Diamond Express is another one that I had gotten. No, Diamond Express is the one. Diamond Express is the one that had the monthly thing that kept sending me the same ones over and over again. I even wrote to Paul about it twice, and it still happened. Heaven and Earth Designs, Crown Canvases. Yes, if you want to do something really, really detailed and big, you can do that, and it's beautiful and licensed and everything. Not heard good things about those companies. I had some that I finished from those companies and notice I didn't say anything about them. I see a lot of baggies from them as well. They're medium companies. They're in medium priced and medium quality. Honestly, you have to really dig through the diamonds to be sure that you have decent enough diamonds to use. You will have enough. They'll give you plenty of extras, but they will not be good. I did some from all those companies. And that's kind of why I'm doing the Excel spreadsheet, because I have so many that I've done. That was good. That was really good. I stayed up way too late last night. I'm kind of groggy. There we go. If I get these dekitted tonight, that would really be wonderful. I've got a bunch more to tape tomorrow. Not necessarily unboxings. I have some more planner related stuff going up too. If you haven't seen it, I put my art journal, the one that went up today, about my parts of my faith journey and sort of different personalities within it. Like, I don't have multiple personalities. I'm not claiming that. But what I do have is like 4 distinct, like, everybody has different kinds of people they are, depending on who you're with and what role you're playing at the time, right? So I've noticed that there are 4 different roles that I like to play. Oh, Teresa, that's fantastic. You got your first Xyron sticker maker today. They are so handy. For big projects, they're very, very handy. For little projects, it gets to be expensive. Some new goodies. But I'm hoping that, I get pretty honest about my faith journey in that. And I'm hoping that if you have a chance, you'll look at that one. That you look at that video. It's not about the technique of art journaling. It's just about describing my art journaling, going over. It's like a run through of the pages I've done. Who's 160? Oh, I'm getting a painting with 160 colors, and it's coming with an inventory sheet. Yes. The ones that I have from Diamond Painting Deutschland have over 200 colors in them. Those 4 I just showed you. That's half of the DMC repertoire. So, yeah. And I just de-kitted up. No, kitting them up doesn't take days, actually. It took about 8 hours to de-kit them. I have to show you. The one that I got from Down Under. These were all the drills in the one I took apart from, is it Diamond Paintings Down Under? The one that I did the J-wall. Yeah. You're going to do a J-wall event, and the one has 246. Yes. When is that, Tammy? I would like to do that one too. You're behind on watching videos, but just saw it. I think it's titled Spiritual Art Journey. Yes, it is. A spiritual art journal. Yeah, if you get a chance to look at it, I'd like to hear comments on that and how that's going. That's a yikes. Yeah, that's 240 some colors in that one. That was the one I just de-kitted. Sure, I can put a link for Diamond Painting Deutschland in the I'll put it in the description box underneath this one. April and May. Oh, good, it's a 2-monther because it'll take me that long to get anything done. I'll do one of the Deutschlands. Then I'll do the I just got a water house today from Diamond Painting Shop, the one from Florida. I just got a water house that I think I'm going to do over the summer with the masters. You wouldn't get it done, Tammy? Not in 2 months? Well, it depends. You probably work more than I do. As far as, you don't think so? Well, maybe not. And I don't think for those that you have to get them finished within the time. You just have to make progress and show progress every week, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's usually the rules. And tomorrow's Christopher's goes up, retro and classics. Although I think I'm going to do Palantine because I want to do the Gnome Sweet Gnome. That was perfect for February. I love how these stickers come off when I've got the washi tape underneath them. Whoop, right off. I still want to get the rest of my planner videos up too. I haven't done that. I want to play around with some decorations. The shipping can be expensive for Deutschland. I would not order just one from them. They are fully licensed and they are a double-sided tape with the opaque cover, which you can cut off and peel back in sections if you'd like. It is expensive, but if you get more than one painting, you're dividing that up between paintings, I think, anyway. So I got 4. I don't normally do that many at a time ever, but I got 4 at a time because I didn't want to pay the shipping again. And I got them, I think, in December last year. You're ordering your J-Wall from a U.S.-based company. Okay, well, that's good. That'll work for you. Are you getting a round or a square, Tammy? I don't remember if I ordered. You're debating. I don't remember if I ordered round or square from Deutschland. Probably square. And I hope I don't really have to regret that, too. But I've heard good things about them. I've seen some of them finished. So I'm counting on that being good. Let's see. Trying to figure out what other fun things we can talk about tonight. Did anybody make New Year's resolutions this year or goals? Anybody keep them to the end of January? I'm keeping my, I'm working up. I have my Bible study one goal that I've done. I wanted to do 4 times a week. I'm getting at least 3 in. I haven't made it to 4 yet, but I'm getting 2 or 3 in. Timmy says, I made the mistake. They're from overseas, but it comes from China, drop shipping. You can also elect ABs. Oh, you'll have to PM me what company that is. I'd like to know. So I think I pretty much have a handle on A lot of the companies, of course, they're always coming out with new ones. And so far, nobody wants to work with a round canvas. So I'm having trouble with that. I may have to make my own or hire my grandkids to help me make my own. It's all square canvases, a rectangle or on the fabric. I'd like to do mine on thin plywood, actually, to be honest. Or a round stretched canvas. Oops, I'll put this on the other side here. I'm glad you can't see my face. I'm yawning too much right now. Two containers down, 2 containers to go. Why am I yawning? I was up till, well, I didn't get much sleep last night or the night before, honestly. I just couldn't get to sleep. The one night I was playing video games, and then I didn't even realize how late it was getting. That was the first night. And then last night I just couldn't go to sleep. I guess I was eager about hearing about the job today, but it didn't work out in the end after all. Which just means I'm going to pour more of my energies into you guys. I want to get the January and February gifts out. I haven't sent my Happy Mail out for January yet. I want to get that organized and get that set up to start. If you haven't sent in your birthday, just the month, your birth month, to me with your, I think all of you have, but if there's anybody that is going to watch this later that hasn't sent in a form, a subscribers questionnaire form, it'll be linked below, so that I know what kind of fun things you like and things that I can send you from my huge stash. It's called The One with the Diamond Art. I'm not following. That's the name of the company? Oh, nuts. I didn't use washi tape under these stickers. That's not going to be fun. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, we're still going inside the bag. Yes, okay. Interesting name for a company. Okay. They're from Australia. So when you look at the cost in Australian monies, but you can email them and they will tell you the cost. Yeah, and you can do a converter. Like you can Google a money converter as well, and it'll tell you. Like I get Jane Davenport stuff from Australia, and on the site even, and in Deutschland too, in Deutschmarks, they have a converter built in so that you just have to tell it if you want to see it in dollars or in their currency. And both sites have that on there. So sometimes you can tell right away. It's the shipping that gets you. I mean, they're not inexpensive kits, but it's the shipping that gets you. You've seen some of those unboxed, and they're nice, but I hear the shipping is very expensive. Something where you would want to order at least 2 to make it worthwhile. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Liz. I've gotten some from DIY Moon that way. I loved it when they came packaged in gift wrapping. The way they sent them at first. She said the shipping is $10 coming from China. Interesting. Well, that might be worth it. You'll have to let us know what you think about it. Oh, come on. See, now this is why I put washi tape down on all of them now. Because I can't get the sticker off the top. Otherwise, there we go. Yeah, that was my question too. $10 for the Aussie company? Well, if it's drop shipped from China, yeah. They're sending it right from China. In other words, you order it through the Aussie company. The Aussie company orders it from China, and China will send it directly to you, rather than sending it to them for them to mail from Australia. I think that's how that works. That's what drop ship means. Yeah. I don't have any washi tape out here that I could redo this. Oh, good. This is the only one coming out like that. Yeah, that's what I thought, Tammy. Thank you. Okay. Take out the strays. Oop, there's another one. I'm so eager to get to my gnomes for tomorrow. I want to get this done so I can work on my gnomes tomorrow. I think the place in Florida, Diamond Painting Shop from Florida, that I just got some. I just unpacked today, and I think I'd like to ask her how she got started, because I think it's really neat. A lot of the wholesale companies say you have to order at least 100 of one thing, which is okay if you sell that many. And how do you know up front in the beginning how many you're going to sell? I'm things on my Etsy shop. I don't think I'm connected to that many people that way. So that wasn't an angle I want to continue to go. I want to do it from my own website. So I need to figure out what website creator I want to use again. Yeah, Diamond Painting Shops. I can't tell if they are resin or acrylic drills though. Oh, I'll find out. You know what? I didn't mention that on my unboxings today. I can add that as a point. Hang on, let me go look at it. I'll take out one of them and check it out. And I'll tell everybody how you can tell the difference between resin and acrylic drills. Hang on a second. It's right over here. Okay, here's the round one. They come in a really pretty box. As you can see, very sturdy cardboard. And that was the pack. Okay. Here they are. This one from Diamond Paint Shop has 12 ABs in it. Can you believe it? 12 ABs. The site states resin, but on some of the paintings it says acrylic. Interesting. Anthony from Single and Placing did a spotlight on Rosa from Diamond Shop. She talks about how she got started. Really? Thank you, Tammy. I watched a couple of his vids, and I'll have to see if I can find that one. I want to find that one, too. I got to get my act together and get my stuff started. All right, I want to look at a dark one. Now, this is the square. Ooh, a couple hitchhikers in there. Uh-oh. This is acrylic. It aired today. I'll have to check it out. This is acrylic, and I can't hold it up to the screen easy enough to show you, but the way you can tell is acrylic drills are going to have a dimple in the bottom because of the way they get molded in the tray. Now that I want them to fall upside down, they're all going to fall in the tray right side up. There's a lot of flat ones, but I do see that one has a dimple. That one has a curved underneath. Come on, I'm trying to pick you up. Yeah. You can't see it in here. I can't magnify it well enough. But this has a dimple, and it's got a concave shape to it. That's definitely acrylic. So that stinks. Okay, Zara, we'll wait for you. That stinks. Doggone it. All right, well, oh, wow. I can really see a dimple in this one. I don't think you can because it's going to be blurry. Nuts. I can't get it to focus. I'm glad they're excellent drills. I'm looking forward to doing them. A lot of them don't have the dimple. Some of them are flatter than a pancake, but there are some that have obvious dimples in them. And usually they're shinier on the top if they're resin. But these aren't heavily faceted. So I don't know what to tell you. We shall see. I will definitely have to check that out. All right. Let's see if we can slide them back in the package here. Thing go? Nope, it's in there. Alrighty. What did I miss? Nothing. Oh, good. Oh, my. Yeah, I apologize. This is like watching paint dry, I think, huh? I really look forward to doing those. I just wish I could get to one of everything. Wish I could get to one of everything all at once so that I could get it all done and be able to recommend some and then certain others and keep on top of it all. But it's difficult. It's difficult. Anybody have any special plans for Valentine's Day this year? Doing anything with your sweethearts? Or with significant others? Or with best friends? Oh, remember the gal I asked you the past couple weeks to be praying for? Hug your cats. That's a great idea, Dawn. The gal I asked you to be praying for lost her battle with cancer this week. Her name was Courtney. And she's now out of pain. That's my mother's boyfriend's daughter. So he had his sisters up. They live in a different state, and he had his sisters up this week. And my mom hosted them and had a nice little luncheon for all of us. And I just, I went over to Max and gave him a hug, and I said, well, I guess you're just going to have to adopt me now. So he actually smiled when I said that. So thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, he and his son-in-law are not super close. You've recorded your first video for your book review channel. Great. Great. Just waiting for hubby to edit it, and then I'll upload it. Fantastic. Get him to teach you how to edit it. It's not that hard once you practice it a little bit. And that way you'll get them up faster. If they're anything like my husband, sometimes he procrastinates. Or he gets too busy doing other things, and I wait forever for something. So you need to learn how to do it yourself too. I'm looking forward to it. I wish it was an audio book. Liz wants to know what your channel name will be. She does have the channel open. Like, you can subscribe to it, but there's nothing on it yet. You can tell him. Go ahead. You can type it in, Zara. Zara usually doesn't get here till noon. She and I are usually on till midnight. Or till 2 a.m. Icky sticky. Icky sticky. It's nice to stick together. It really is. I have to get some chores done tomorrow. Thursday, I have to make some phone calls. There's just always so much going on with this community. It's hard to pick just a few things that you want to do and stick with it. I think last year I did blinging in the new year as far as challenges are. I like the challenges. They help you pick out what you're going to be working on. And they also give you the motivation to get another one done. To kind of know what to pick next. Read, relax, and review. That's the channel name. Yep. Read, relax, and review. You like to read too, Liz? It'll be neat to listen to while I'm diamond painting. Then I can listen while doing something else too. 2 birds, 1 stone. I got finished the Audible book, the Nora Roberts book this week. The 3rd in the series, the apocalyptic series she's done. And I started a nonfiction called Eleanor, about Eleanor Roosevelt. And I'm still in the middle of reading Don Quixote. I've gotten to the part 2, the second book of Don Quixote. I didn't know it was so funny. Or it could be read as funny. It's tedious too. Because it's like the same dumb thing over and over again. He's nuts. I know what tilting at windmills means now. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Or dreaming up what you think the results ought to be and staking your reputation on it. Over and over and over and over and over again. And the voice of reason happens to be the dunce of the whole thing. So I hear the second book is better than the first. Has more in-depth interaction than the first. So I'm hoping that's the case. And that's thick. That's over, like the first book was 347 pages. The second book, it's all in the one book though. The second one is about the same. And then there are 2 other acts afterward, 2 other shorter reads or Cervantes after that. So it's like over 800 pages, this book. I got halfway done, but I leave it at work and I only read it in between phone calls at work. Anybody else have to do a self-evaluation for work? Have you ever had to do one of those? I have to do one of those this week. Not looking forward to it. I don't mind doing them for ministry. I did one every year for that. It's called an annual report. You do every year? You have to do it? It's hard to get a really... Well, I know what they're going to say. Some of it I disagree with, so my report is not going to be exactly like what I think theirs is going to be. You too, Liz? Oh, then you have to put down 2 goals for the year. That's an idea. I can put that on my list. Whether they ask for it or not, I could do that. Since I'm not going to be going anywhere after all. not self-evaluation as much as goals. You want to work on it for performance, yeah. Definitely. Add one line that says what you could do better. I will. That's an excellent idea. I absolutely will. To let them know I'm taking their concerns and that I heard what they had to say before. Can never think of any goals because my only goal is to retire. Thumbs up, Liz. Thumbs up for that one. We're getting closer. We're getting closer every year. What do you think my goals for this channel ought to be? I'm going to challenge you guys this time. You can evaluate me and tell me what my goals for this coming year ought to be, or where you'd like to see this go. I've been there 13 years and I'm out of ideas, and so is Google. Well, maybe you could revisit some of your original ones. We're never perfect, are we? But if we have the same goal too many times, it's like, aren't you making any progress? Fortunately, this is my first year, my first review with the company, so I'll be setting a baseline for years to come, maybe. Yeah, and because I didn't get that second job, I'm going to be pouring more of my interest into the channel here and into y'all. It's steadily, the watch hours are steadily moving up. So we're getting closer to the 4,000 watch hours. So that's nice. My goal is to monetize before Easter. Have they given me any goals for improvement? Off and on. Yeah. At one time, they would be telling me like a week later, after everything is said and done, and after a week of taking other phone calls, you have no idea what you did or didn't do well on that one phone call that they're referring to. So, but I've kept a note. I kind of know the gist of their major concerns for me. And I know what my strong suits are, so I can put that down. I have some goals. Your videos on sealing, yep. The review of diamond, yep. Companies, yes. That's a lot of work. Unboxing always, and I'm sure there are others. Maybe mentioned you reaching these concerns. Yes, I will. I want to let them know I'm listening to their feedback when they actually give it, closer to the time when something is actually happening. But yeah, and I still want to do the interviews. I want to interview people. So I'm learning software that I can, this live streaming was part of it, so that I can live stream and have a guest on with the live stream, and then have both our faces like side by side, and then in chat have questions of those people that I'm interviewing. And that I absolutely want to do. I'm learning that. Can all you wonderful people with snow and cold weather send those vibes over here to Western Australia, please? Saturday is supposed to be 39 degrees Celsius, which is 102. Oh, yeah, Chuck Pinson's on my list. Absolutely. He said he would come on to interview when I'm ready, because I want him to talk about how he puts his faith into each painting. I'll send you. Yeah, we'll trade. We'll trade some of that heat. It was nice the past couple of days. It's been in the 40 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Fahrenheit lately. Well, mine's not quite as low as 1 to 6 degrees Fahrenheit, Liz. We got colder. When I woke up this morning, went up to the bathroom, I saw these big puffy white flakes falling down. And it didn't land on the roads. It was only landing on the branches of the pine tree that's outside my window. And it was beautiful. Wind chill is 5 degrees this morning. Golly jeez. Marita and Mindy have interviewed Chuck. Yes, they have. They didn't talk about faith too much, though. I think people like to shy away from talking about their faith. And Chuck definitely puts faith in his work. He's got a church somewhere in it, almost everywhere. Maritza, yes. Yep. Yeah, I see maybe one or two. Actually, I haven't seen too many diamond painters talk about their faith. I've seen lots of other people, especially on the planning community, doing their faith planners and things like that, talk about it. But I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't think of another diamond painter who talks about their faith too. And also, I promised you the website for the apocryphal books. Did I bring that book out here? Where did I put it? I found the book with all the apocryphal gospels too. I feel so sad when I was going over some of the posts at DAC, and many said they took the steeples off the churches so they would look like a house instead. I'm so sorry about that too. I talk about my faith sometimes, especially if I have a religious diamond painting that I'm doing. Absolutely. You know what? You don't have to talk about your faith all the time. I just think it's an important part of our lives, and I'm not going to leave it out just because. And I may lose some viewers that way. I certainly won't be the top channel, but if other people can talk about witchcraft and, the darkness in their paintings and that kind of stuff, I can talk about the light in mine. It's just the way I see it. And everybody has the right to tune in or tune out to whatever they like. That's how I feel. The world needs more light, not more darkness, and that's where I'm coming from. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the apocryphal book. I found it. I went out to where I kept all my ministry books, and I dug through them for about an hour, and I finally found it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I don't want to step on that painting in the way here. Stay. And I got my huge study Bible out, too, that has all the notes and stuff on it. It's called The Apocryphal Gospels by Bart Ehrman and Zlatko Plase. I don't know how to spell his last name. It's the text and the translations. And Ossie and I were talking about that last week, that we want to go over the extra canonical gospel. She went to seminary, too. I hope I didn't out you for that. But it's got, like, the infancy gospel of Thomas, the infancy of Jesus, the history of Joseph the carpenter, the papyri from Berlin, Egerton, Merton, Gospels according to, where else are the other ones here? According to Peter, according to Judas, Gospel of Nicodemus, report of Pontius Pilate, the death of Pilate who condemned Jesus, narrative of Joseph and Arimathea, the Gospel according to Mary and Mary Magdalene, Gospel according to Thomas. So these are extra canonical, meaning they were not put in the Bible for a certain reason. And they have the text, the translated texts. And Ehrman is a famous biblical scholar and one of the famous ones. And I read some of his in classes. And I really like his scholarship, his studied scholarship. So I would read some of the Gospels and we could talk about them, but I won't read his translations of them because I don't want copyright strikes with Ehrman. I agree 100%. Wish they could get that. They severely attack anyone that claims to be Christian over there. Yeah, they do. But enough said. I just won't post much. Stay away from the drama. Absolutely. Dawn, when that one painting came out with the bear behind, okay, it was very artistically done, and there's nothing wrong with the painting. Okay, it's just that some didn't like that there was nudity, and they did not post why they didn't like it. They just said that they disagreed with the nudity. Then others mentioned that they loved it, and it was the art of the whole thing, and I agreed with a lot of their presumptions. That's fine. Hey, I stood there and stared at the statue of David by Michelangelo for quite a while when I was there, in awe of the work. So I can't, I'm not a prude about nudity. But then the thread went to, well, if the Christians would just stop complaining about the nudity, and this person did not even mention that it was why she didn't like it, whether it was because of her faith, whether it was because of some other reason. She didn't say that she was a Christian or anything. Automatically, this person assumed that it was the Christians who were against the nudity, that were being prudish. And that's not the case at all. So there ensued, a couple of people defending, saying that it's not the Christians who said that, and that's not the reason, and things like that. So, and like Liz said, that there have been people on there saying that they cut the church steeples off of the churches because they don't want it in any way religious. Well, that's their right. It's their painting. They can do with whatever they want. But I love it because there's faith in it. I think it gives a painting hope, and it gives it purpose, and it gives it light. And that's where I'm coming from. And I'm a minister, but I don't push my religion on to anybody who doesn't want to hear it or see it. That's up to them. Never have, never will. I'm not one of those TV preachers that goes preaching to everybody what they should think, what they should do, how they should act, and how they shouldn't act. I'm the type of person who says, get into prayer, get heavily into prayer, and let God tell you what to do and what not to do. Get into prayer, get into scripture, and Spirit will guide you. I don't need to guide you. Someone makes a Christian post at DAC. They get after them, basically don't want them posting, and calling them pearl clutchers. Oh, you mean like the old ladies, the old church ladies? Is that where that pearl clutchers comes from? Now I understand that. Don't agree with that. Because if I read all the dark posts, why can't I read the enlightening posts too? Absolutely. Just bought Chuck Pinson's Strength Along the Journey a few weeks ago. Dawn, that is a fantastic one. I finished that one. I love it. And that is the painting that inspired me to want Chuck to be interviewed. And did you know I saw the Dominic Dawson's that I've seen? There's one or two that have a church steeple in the background. It might be hidden, it might be in the back, but they're there. If you look, Dominic Dawson is another one. Dominic Davidson, that's the name. Yeah. And this trend that the diamond art companies, some of them are moving away from the beautiful, from the light, from the pretty. I get it. They want to appeal to a young audience. They want to appeal to the anime lovers and that kind of thing, and that's fine. Everybody has to have their interests. They're trying to appeal to the younger crowd with all the cartoony stuff. Then they use the cartoons from my generation. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to waste a diamond painting on cartoons, even if it was from my generation. Except for maybe Snoopy's. You got me on that one, though. The nudity doesn't bother me, but what did was every time I pulled up a DAC page, the woman's behind was in my face. Yeah, that was a little unnerving. And it really wasn't a realistic behind either, to be honest. It's like she never sat down a day in her life. I'm sorry, that was rude. It was too beautiful to be real. Let's put it that way. And how you're going to do that in diamond painting, I don't know. I don't even want that in my bedroom to see every day. It wasn't my painting. But to each his own. See, round as two cantaloupes, that's for sure. Oh my, we live in a really strange world. I have another landscape from Riolis to show. You like the Serbian landscape. I'm sure you're going to like the next one too. It's a fall scene. And a Bavarian fall scene. This says her daughter just bought her first 2 diamond paintings from DAC. She did mention she thought there were too many cartoons on the site. She had a hard time finding something she liked. See, that's it. Nobody's behind is that perfect. You know that. You got that right, Tammy. Maybe when I was 20, but not now. Not now, baby. At 60, gravity hits. Enough talk about behinds. I've added that book to my Amazon wish list. Oh, you're welcome. If you get it, let me know. I mean, because I'd love to do more Bible studies. I've done one. I did one with when I was preaching upstate, when I had a church, and they loved it. We did many of the books. I let them pick which books they wanted to. We didn't go through the whole entire book, but I let them pick which books they were most interested in, and I picked the ones that were most educational. Can't wait to see Nicole and Jamie's friend's artwork in a DP. I saw the picture. It was gorgeous. It's a landscape. All right, you lost me, Tammy. What are we talking about? Nicole and Jamie. I love the nudes that the old masters painted, as they seem to be so much more realistic than the pictures of today. Yes, that was the old masters wanted realism until, the modernism and impressionism and that kind of stuff came up. Everything was about realism. Especially Rubens. Rubens had real ladies. Wealthy, pudgy ladies, for the most part. And Degas, his dancers were gorgeous. It will take me a while before I can afford that book, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, until then, I'll tell you what. Like I said, there's a website that my professor from Lancaster Seminary has up. I haven't gotten to look for it yet. But he has a lot of the original texts up on his site. And if we want to look at those, we can read some of them before we get together on a Zoom call or something like that, with anybody else who wants to join us to talk about it. We can pick one and then do a Zoom call and chat about it together. So we're all on the same page, but it'll be free then off of a website. Nicole and Jamie, Trey people. They bought Mary's diamonds, and one of the new artists is a friend of theirs. Okay, Tammy, where you getting the info? Because I'm out of the loop here, which doesn't surprise me. I want to be in the loop, Tammy girl. It's always interesting to me why some of the books are in the canon as opposed to others. Why they did not pick some of the ones that they did not pick. Some for good reason. Always time for tea, spill it. It was announced a month ago. They bought Mary's diamond painting from me. Yeah, but where did they announce it, Tammy? Was it on Mindy's channel? Was it on... I haven't been watching a number of other people lately. I just haven't had the time to do everything. And the more time I invest in my site, the less time I have to lurk in others. But I still do like to lurk from time to time. Maybe you can't remember, though. On their channel. Okay, I'll have to find it. I don't know. Nicole and Jamie have a channel together, is what you're saying. Or Mary had a channel. It does take time, Dawn, doesn't it? I know Cajun likes to be here. Miss Deb likes to be here, but she can't always be here either because she is doing her own thing too. Married, yep, that helps. You saw something about it recently. They are the Bella Art de Nicole people. Okay. All right. Maybe they have some stuff up on their Facebook too. I like to lurk. I'll have to jump in and see what's going on. And I just got some of their paintings too, didn't I, Bella Art de Nicole? Yeah, I got one in, and I'm waiting for the other two because they take a while to get in. They're not quick about it. Of course, then with the stuff that I have to do, I'm never at a lack. I'm going to have to find places to start donating them. Yes, I couldn't think of the name either. Thank you. Thank you, Liz. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Tammy. I can't always think of a name right off the bat either. No, Craftably is going cartoony. Craft Ease is going cartoony. I mean, they're following the trend. That's the trend. But I'm hoping the pendulum will swing back again. But not for a while. I have lots of stuff to do in between. Not too fast. Not too quickly. I think they're starting to gear up for what they're going to do for DAC's birthday month in a couple months. They always have a bang up sale for their birthday month too. It might be a trend, but I notice they don't sell fast. It takes a long time for those cartoons to sell out on DAC. Yeah. Not sure who wants the cartoons. Well, they're trying to appeal to a younger crowd. If they get people hooked when they're teenagers, they're going to love the craft for a long time to come. Therefore, they can keep selling for a long time to come. But I don't think the market for the Scooby-Doo cartoons are going to be the same ones that are into the Chinese anime. I think the Scooby-Doo market is more 70s and 80s, even 90s. Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, Space Jam. The Hogwarts is extremely popular. Yeah, cartoons from our age group, right. And we're not the ones buying the cartoons. That's why they're not selling out fast. The ones with the big eyes are, I mean, they're beautiful, but I don't want a whole bunch of young girls up on my walls with big eyes and outrageous features, but they're beautiful. I mean, I've gotten a couple of them. It's just, to each his own. But I will forever have a beautiful landscape on my wall that I can get lost in. Or a Josephine wall that has so many symbols in it, it'll take me forever to decipher it and always see something new in it. That's what I like to invest my time in. As long as they have good drills to go with it, then it's worth taking the time to do. I do have some little prayer devotional things I'm going to start putting up in February. Not every day, maybe twice a week. I'm going to be doing another art thing with my friend from Ohio. That every week we're going to be making cards. After we do our separate study devotions, then we do an art card and send it to the other person. And then we make a book out of them and send it back to the person who made them at the end of Lent, right after Easter. So we're going to do that again this year. So I'd like to tape that for y'all. So I'll have some art journaling stuff coming up. The thing is, what I really need to do is, and let me know if you think that there's something else I can try, but I need to put some of it up on Instagram, and I need to get involved with other Facebook groups along the lines of the planners and the art journaling communities and stuff like that. And I need to sell more of my overstock stuff. I found that some deck paintings not long ago were very dark themed. Yes, gothic, dragons, etc. seemed to be real popular for a while. Not my cup of tea, to be honest. Not my cup of tea either. The draglings are cute, though. They're cute. If I liked dragons, I would be tempted, especially by the one with them having tea. I almost got that one just for the tea theme, and I didn't. I went for the King Charles Spaniel on the books instead. That one's coming up. Yep, I'm going to concentrate on the things that I like the best, and I think you guys hang around there because we have the... You did the dragon tea bag? Did you like it, Dawn? Oh, you saw the spiritual journal before going to war. Oh, thank you. Christopher Lovell, Ines Guerrero are 2 bestsellers. Yes, they are. And that's good. I'm glad they, I want them to do well. I want them to find audiences because they're such an excellent company to deal with. I want them to do well and to keep doing what they're doing, or else we'd be out of good diamond paintings. Well, not for a while, but you bling out the tea bag and the sugar bowl. Great idea. Dakota is popular. Yes. I have one of hers. It's a Native American, and she's holding a quilt behind her, and it's flying in the breeze behind her. It's absolutely beautiful. I haven't done it yet, but I have hers. I forget what company I got her from, though. It wasn't DAC. Jody Bergsma. I have a Jody Bergsma coming up for Saturday. It'll be up on Friday. Sneak peek. Hint, hint. Yes, Dakota, Jody Bergsma, Hannah Lynn. Yep, Hannah Lynn's popular. Oh, I'm not going to bother with that one. There's only one drill left in it. Forget that. See, it would be neat to have all those people in at different times to be interviewed, too. And Mandy Manzano with her stained glass fairy tales. That would be awesome. I missed out on the beautiful hummingbird painting Saturday. I know. Grandson's basketball game. Well, that was worth it. Your grandson will remember you being at his basketball game a lot longer than he'll remember you doing a diamond painting. You ended up placing a second order with the Happy Planner. Oh, good. I have a third waiting for me to click submit button. Uh-oh. I got you hooked on something. Kurt. Reykjavik? Maybe. You mean Dreamer Design for DD? I like Anne-Marie Bones on oh, Beautiful Angel. The problem I have with the Beautiful Angels, they're always women angels. And there's nothing wrong with the woman angel, but it's usually a woman with children or a woman like soft around the manger, or women in a protective role, which that's fine. That's what I thought, Dreamer Design. Which is nice, but when you read about angels in the Bible, like the archangels and the cherubim and seraphim, they are monstrous and huge and strong and protecting and guarding with flashing swords. And I wouldn't mind a painting of a really mighty archangel. I love Mandy Mazzano's work. Yep. And the animal ones that have the stained glass effect on them. Yep. I actually gave the husky stained glass effect one to someone for Christmas, and they loved it. Oh, I'm sure they did. Anne-Marie Bone, Alan Guyana. I'm not sure they were posting any more of Alan Guyana. Yep, I love his landscapes. Yeah, they're beautiful. 90 color Dreamer Design from Nikki Bohm. She's good. 7 angels in my brain last week. Oh, cool. And we're not talking Charlie's Angels either. In your bedroom or in your brain, or both? My angels have never shown up visibly for me, but I know they're there. One saved my life once when I was a little girl, and one saved my son's life when he was a little kid. I'll have to tell you those stories sometime. I like to think my grandparents and now my daddy too are angels, or at least they're watching out and in protection for the family. I have beautiful male angels. I'm going to try and get one or all three custom somehow. That's a great idea. I would like to see some male angels. I wasn't sure, Tammy, but thank you for clarifying that. Oh, I'd love to see them, Tammy. I would love to see them. You know, if we could find some really good old masters. Hey, there's Debbie. You heard us talking about you. Hello, Diamond Painting Cajun. You didn't even notice. We're talking about angels right now, Deb. I would love to, to get some of the old masters paintings done that have some gorgeous, gorgeous angels. They're all nice things, Deb. Trust me. We're talking about all nice things about you. You'll have to look at the replay. I was telling them a minute ago, I have a sneak peek coming up this weekend. It's beautiful. I discovered how my daughter needs me differently recently. She needs me to remind her to take her meds. She's being affected by her undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah. And you know what? If you can get her into a routine that she takes it like, okay, right after, like if you can keep her meds like right near where she brushes her teeth, and she takes them right before or right after she brushes her teeth, like combine it with another thing that she routinely does every single day, and she gets in the habit of doing it every single day at that time, that will help. All right, that's my mission. I will find you guys angel paintings. I will do that. And maybe I can work with a company like Diamond Painting Shop, someplace like that, and get them done. Get them printed. Or maybe that'll be my thing. I don't know. I have to find a company that would do it for me. I'm happy you did too. I know it's after midnight, but I stay sometimes after midnight. I know if anybody has to go, I understand that it gets late for some. I like to hang out a little later. You want a fairy painting so bad? Okay, what kind of fairy? I have seen a few up on the sites for sale. I assume you want one that's licensed and all that good stuff too, huh? We had to do similar with our son when he was younger until he could manage it regularly on his own. Yeah, exactly. I'm not supposed to take my meds every day. It's hard for me to remember. I'm only supposed to take it an hour before I go into work and not take them every day. Okay, something pretty. You know, Deb, I forget what month your birthday is, but I have one or two that I may feel like sending someone for a birthday present. I knew when your birthday was. I do know what it is. I just don't have it up right now. I used to put my granddaughter's ADHD meds next to her breakfast bowl plate. That's a good idea. I forgot, and she reminded me she needed it. So, yeah. If they get in the habit, they'll remind you. Okay. I just don't even own one, and I always wanted one. If I come across one in my traveling through my things here, you might get a care package sometime. Rock, paper, scissors for the angel. Was looking, that's what I was doing. I'll buy it. No problem. Well, I'll see what I can find first. I'll see what I can find. I'm not promising anything, but I know I have a few fairies. I have a couple that are smaller, that are fairies that are, they do one fairy a month that is on top of a flower of the month. And they're as small as the bloom of the flower. And they're on like a leaf or around it in some way. They're so gorgeous. They're from like the 1920s. She has to take her meds twice a day. And I'm going to review this. I don't know if I showed you this last time. I saw a review online for it today again, and it's just absolutely wonderful. It's called the Anti-Planner. It's for the ADHD brain, basically, and it's how to get stuff done when you don't feel like it. Right there, I can hear everybody go, aha, that's for me. It's by Danny Donovan. She's out of Atlanta. And she starts off by saying, and I'm going to do this on a review. I'm going to tape it tomorrow. Let me start off by saying one thing. Your worth is not measured in productivity. Bing, bing, bing. Did you read that? I feel like you may have skimmed over it kind of fast. I want to make sure this really sinks in. Your worth is not measured in productivity. That being said, this book will hopefully help you get done because you want to, not because you're afraid you have to. You got this. I believe in you, Danny Donovan. They'll love it. Kids will love it. She's a cartoonist, and she has ADD. And I'm going to read the first couple pages on my site as I review it and show you what it's all about and show you how I work through one or two. There are little things to fill out. There's games that you play with yourself to get stuff done. And it goes through things like it's how you're feeling. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, unmotivated, disorganized, discouraged, and then a lot of extras. It's cartoons, it's flow charts, it's color in the blanks, it's how you feel, and it's not all written, and it's little things to remind you, little games to play with yourself to get things done. It is fantastic. Now she's waiting for the second printing to come through. So if you order it on her site, you have to wait for it. But as you wait, she sends you one activity a week via email if you order it, if you buy it, until your thing comes through. So you're already getting some benefit from it the minute you buy it from her. It's fantastic. I swear our cat is like those angels on Doctor Who. Oh no, he has this habit of just appearing behind you without any warning. And hopefully you don't step over him or step on him as you're trying to get out of his way. The website is, let me see what the website is. Created by Anti-Boring Books of Atlanta, Georgia. I love it. Anti-Boring Books. Where is it? It's just anti-planner.com. ANTI-planner, PLANNER.com. I am going to work on one of them tomorrow, and show you how it works out as part of one of my videos for coming up this week. I showed it to you a little bit last week, but I didn't get to show you which ones I'm doing or how it worked out. It's fantastic. I can't keep my nose out of it. What am I working on? I was dekitting. I just got 4 of these little containers dekitted into little baggies. Oh, I want to show you. You saw me working on this. Wait a minute. That's the finish of the one I did myself. The crystal canvas art design one that was a blank canvas that you fill in. And I definitely will from now on mix some of the dye lots together, because in the leaf it looks perfect, and in the outlines it looks wonderful. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love it. And I really do love the mix of dye lots. It makes sense in some areas. These were all leftover diamonds. And I'm getting some more of her coloring pages so that I can use up some more of my diamonds. And then I'll figure out how to do my own. And somebody did send me the link to see how another gal worked out how she could make her own diamond paintings. What will you ask on your channel, Deb? Does this one have a grid? Yes. Remember what it looked like in the beginning? It had the black and white outline. It looked exactly like the thumbnail when we got it. Black and white, like a coloring book page. And it had the grid and the sticky stuff over top of it. And that's it. So you get to decide what, just like coloring, picking up a crayon and coloring, you got to pick up a color of diamonds, extra diamonds, and fill in the blanks. So I got a few more of the fill in the blanks ones like that. What was the question, Deb, on your channel? What is the difference between AB jellies and regular ABs? Okay. ABs obviously is the Aurora Borealis. That's the fans. It depends. If Teresa, it depends if you got the square ones. It'll have a square grid over it, and it will have guide circles on for the circles. So you can get them in either square or round, and you have to specify which one you want. They'll send you either one. Let's see if I have any examples. All right. You all know what ABs look like. They have that Aurora Borealis shine on them that has like a rainbow reflection. The diamond dust ones that came in the latest of the kits that I got from Diamond Art Club had like glitter on top of them. So that's different. And then this one, I don't know if you can see. This is a jelly. Maybe I can put it in here, and it. Some of the jellies have them as well, right? So this is an Aurora Borealis jelly, which means it does glitter. It does have that rainbow shine on it, but it's a much clearer diamond. It's not a solid colored opaque diamond. This is definitely a jelly. Can you tell the difference a little bit? Here, I'll show you the keychain I showed everybody earlier. That came on this keychain. And watch when I light it up. Now the colored lights inside make it a different color. It is green, but but you can see through it. If you had regular Aurora Borealis jellies, regular Aurora Borealis drills on here, the light wouldn't shine through as much. Okay, then you do have it. Okay. T-Mall said, think of an old jelly shoe. Right, that the girls wore and now are coming back out. Are they coming back out again, really? With rhinestones. And I still do, but I just don't know how to answer her. Yeah, they're not as opaque. Light shines through them. But they still have that super shiny glitter. Yeah. Isn't he cutie? He's adorbs. I like doing fun stuff like that. T-Mall, I need ABs. There you go. Yeah, I need to order some from her too. I have a lot of other ones, ABs. I have too many crystals, and they're all round crystals. I'm not sure. I got these gold ones from one of the companies. They were new. I've had crystals from like 4 different companies now. And okay, Diamond Painting Drills USA. Have you ever seen my set for those? How do I get this out of the way and not get that in it? Here, let me put this away. She has a full set of ABs and a full set of crystals. You can buy, I want the whole lot, or you can buy a few, or you can get several different colors. She sells them in like sets according to like fall colors or sea colors. This is from Diamond Painting Drills USA. They come in these fantastically gorgeous boxes. And, okay, these came from the Crystal Canvas Art. These were samples that I got from her that I have to identify the colors in yet. They're under Original Sparklers. These are some of the lava ones that I got. I forget what company they came from. But this one comes from, okay, they came from Die Moon Shop with something. But Diamond Painting Drills USA, they come in silver packages like this. And you can get 10% off. Let's see, to DMC. I sent you the link. See the AD to TMC. Okay. Cool. Very good. Very good. But these are definitely, they go by the color. Sparkly. I like them. It's dark greens. They're the crystals. She has other ones on the site too, but that's just my packet for crystals. And then she gives you an outline of all the crystals that are, the shades that are available and what. I have the big box of AB drills that are like this. It's like twice the size. I responded back that I got it. Okay. Yep, it's something different. But I would take a look at their site too and compare prices. I'm not saying that they'd be better than others. They have a lot of different ones. I think Tmall has a bigger variety of them, of different kinds. But they're equally good places to get. Equally good places to, I shouldn't have my hard lemonade out, sticking out like that. There's a couple butterflies I got finished this week. And I have to do the acrylic dip on them. So I'm doing them this week. This is one of the mirrors, the frames for one of the mirrors that I got done. And I got the other one finished too. And here's one of the old masters from Paint Gem. I like these small ones. I really do. They don't do faces real well, but you watch Kiss My Crafts. She did some videos about 3 weeks ago on Tima's drills. I wrote everyone down to order. I'll have to watch that one too. So now I have 3 people I have to catch up with this week. I better start writing them down or I'm not going to remember them. Let's see, who was it all together? Let me get off of here. So I have to catch up with what? Mary's Diamonds. If I don't write it down, it doesn't exist. Mary's Diamonds is one of them. And they said about the sold company. Now Tima with her drills on Kiss My Crafts. And the gentleman. What was the gentleman? Way back up. Oh, Mindy's February thingy? I'm trying to find the Palatine group. Oh, that's right. Single and placing. Thank you. And he was doing the video on Rosa. Thank you. Okay. So you said, okay, no, wait. I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Mindy's Diamond Moment for the February thing. Is that for the Palatine? It was Mindy? Yes. Rosa is the diamond shop owner. Right? And that's on Single and Placing on his channel. And Tima for her drills. I know, right? See, I should have been writing it down from the very beginning. Now, I do have a list of the 2023 events, but it hadn't been updated since November, so it could have changed. I know Christopher is doing one in February as well. Christopher and, is it not Mysteria? The one that Christopher does has the Facebook group with. Kiss My Crest did the drill video. Yes. Yeah. For Tmall. I think I got it. Belle Art Nicole. Yeah. That was the one with single and placing, I think. Bella Art de Nicole. I would like to co-host too, Deb, if you and I want to do something sometime. And somebody said something about the Josephine Wall group. Mary's Diamonds. Yes, Mary's Diamonds. I'm going to get myself too involved. Bella bought Mary's Diamonds. Yep, that's okay. Yeah. Well, Aussie, I think it. Okay, that's right. April and May is the Joe Wall. Good, that's after Easter. It is time consuming to watch everyone you like. That is absolutely for certain. My daughter's getting married, so y'all, I'm cray-cray right now, running all over. I wanted to say congratulations to you, Deb, for that. I'm so glad. I remember what that was like. And I did all the alterations on my daughter's gown and added some red panels and things to it. I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, I know. And you probably work for a living too. Well, see, they bought the company. There is no more Mary's Diamonds. That's right. But I hope they do it sounds like they're doing a better job with it than the Australian company, the Down Under company. What is this? What is this emoji? What is she doing? The little emoji on here. They're starting the company over. Yeah. Tapping your head. Oh, I get it. It didn't quite look that way in teeny tiny. They are Bella Art de Nicole now. People are going to wonder what I'm laughing at. It's this little emoji of this woman. And Deb says it looks like she's tapping her head. But to me, it kind of looks like it's coming out her mouth. Yeah. Unfortunately, you have to put up with seeing me for a little while because I don't want to start my mini masterpiece yet anymore tonight because I'm going to screw it up. I'm just a little tired. You guys are so much fun to be around. I'm so glad you hang out with me. Like, go. Yeah. Yeah. So cool. I thank you all too for helping my watch hours grow higher. I'm getting closer and closer to monetization, and I have no lack of ideas. And so now that I'm not pursuing that second job, I think that I'm going to try to work even harder on my channel. I'm about to be the runaway bride's mom. I hear ya. You can always come up here and run away up to Pennsylvania for a little while. But it's a little cold up here. Been there, done that. Yeah. Well, best wishes for her wedding. Best wishes for the day and the most. I wish her lots of joy. Yeah, instead of the bride, I'll be you who are running. Yep, I get it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm so glad I went live because this is the community. This is the way, I'd love to do the Zoom too, but that can get to be crazy with everybody talking at once. But this is the way I envisioned having a community and get to knowing each other and having fun and laughing together, and we play with our hobby. And your son had to take one of his cats to the vet. Oh, but everything is fine with him. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Are you home from work now, or did we make you stay at work for a little while longer till you got home? Good night, Deb. I can't hear you, Miss Wonder. You're cutting out. Oh, I'm sorry. If everything is the same, it should be okay. I didn't move anything. Yeah, maybe. Well, I will say good night too. I'm gonna take myself off to bed and get some sleep since I haven't gotten too much sleep in the past couple days, and I look forward to talking with you again next week. Don't forget to, on your way out, to click the like and subscribe, and make sure you have the little bell rung so you know when the sneak peeks are coming and the lives are coming up and all the other goodies that we have planned coming up. So, good night, everyone. Good night, Dawn. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Teresa. I'm not sure if Dawn's still on. Good night, Dawn. Good night, Zara. Good day. Good day, Zara. Good day. And who else? Liz. Good night, Liz. And Teresa. Did I say good night, Dawn? And I know I'm missing two. It came in earlier. She came in earlier. I think we've been talking over her so much. She might have fallen asleep or dropped off. But let me go back up in the chat and see. I think it's Marla. Is it Marla who came in first? Very first coming in? Let's see. Oh, now, come on. That's not the first ones. I can't get all the way up to the top of the chat. Maybe just the last hour. Okay, well, I say good night to everybody, and have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next week. All right? Take care, everybody. Bye.